I'd like to call the meeting to order. This is the council annual business meeting. Those eligible to vote are the unit chartered commission organization representatives and the current council members at large, including current executive board members. The minutes of last year's meeting were in the folder that was at your table when you arrived today. Is there a motion to accept these minutes?
So moved.
Thank you, Dave. Is there a second? Barb, thank you. If there are no additions or corrections, all those in favor signify with yes.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Nomination committee has prepared this ballot, and I would ask the nominees for officers stand, please. Executive board members nominees, please stand.
Brian, that includes you.
District chairs and district commissioner candidates, please stand. Okay, thank you. President Don, I move that the officers, board members, and members at large advisory board, honorary board, and national council representatives listed on the ballot be accepted for election, and that the district commissioners be appointed to their positions.
Thank you, George. Is there a second? Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying yes.
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 Any opposed? Carries. Thank you very much.
Thank
Please
you.
be seated. Also at your table when you arrived was a copy of the second great annual report that we put out. We have to thank Greg Warple for this. I hope you've had a chance to look at it. I don't think I can add anything to the beautiful color and the work that really tells the story about the council and what happened last year. However, Craig has an additional presentation here that we're going to see, and that will expand on things a bit more.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, hey, Scout music. Oh yeah, oh yeah, FD, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Throw 'em up for the BSA, oh yeah. Throw 'em up for the BSA. Three fingers, salute. Oh, there ain't no doubt about it. I wanna jump up and scream and shout it. Looking good in my uniform, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. She is my destiny, the only thing I ever really wanted to be. Green socks below my knee, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. Oh, scout, scout, be a scout. Oh, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. Oh, scout, scout, be a scout. Oh, 'cause baby I was born to be a. Whoop. Here comes the scout master. Drive the scout will be a little faster. Step on the gas, are we there yet? I wanna do the bridge for my Eagle project. Yeah, see I'm the real scout ranger. Got my spirit stick to keep me out of danger. Be prepared. Yeah, that's my motto. We're keeping it stacked like Bane and Grotto. Ha! The girls love me though, 'cause I've been looking real good in my neckerchief, yo. But one thing y'all need to know is I'm a funky weebalo. Ain't no doubt about it. I wanna jump up and scream and shout it. Looking good in my uniform, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. She is my destiny, the only thing I ever really wanted to be. Green socks below my knee, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. Oh, scout, scout, be a scout. Oh, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. Oh, scout, scout, be a scout. Oh, 'cause baby I was born to be a. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let me tell you what it takes to really be a Boy Scout. You gotta serve your unit, serve the country, be a winner, be trustworthy. Good master, he be running the pack, never let a brother down 'cause he got your back. I'm gonna shoot for the stars, gonna be great, gonna go far. Sink or swim, keep your head up high. I'm a Boy Scout till I die. Oh, there ain't no doubt about it. I wanna jump up and scream and shout it. Looking good in my uniform, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. She is my destiny, the only thing I ever really wanted to be. Green socks below my knee, 'cause baby I was born to be a scout. To the left, scout, dip it real good. Scouts jump to the right, crisscross it to the right. Move it up, move it down, shake your body over town and do it all again. All
how can you not be excited after something like that? You know, we might not be the largest council in the country, but I'll bet there was any better presentation than any council meeting. I'd like to take another round of applause for Craig for that and the other. At this time, I'd like to call on Council Past President Dave Schaff to install the officers for this year.
Hey, Don, you need to have a motion to accept the annual.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes. Yes, is there a motion to accept the annual report? Thank you. All, a second? Thanks. All those in favor signify by saying yes. Any opposed? Thank you. And now, Dave.
Don Miller is here. Barb Dupra, can you come up, please? Mr. President, Madam Commissioner, congratulations. The Scouters who elected you to lead the Hiawathaland Council have paid you a great honor, and at the same time, handed you substantial responsibility. But greater than either of these is the opportunity they gave you for influencing the lives of thousands of young people. There are many who would tell you that of all the opportunities that can come to a person for the investment of talent in service to humanity, Scouting has the potential for paying the greatest dividends for the period of time invested. You are one of almost 300 council presidents and council commissioners in the Boy Scouts of America. With the others of this small group, you direct the destiny of a great movement that helps mold the future generations of our nation. I ask you, as the top leaders of the Hiawathaland Council responsible for promoting and extending the Boy Scout program throughout the council area, to raise your hand in a Scout sign and pledge, as do our Scouts. On my honor, I will do my best. Thank you. I now ask all the other council officers and council board members to stand. Ladies and gentlemen, Boy Scouting is organized with the conviction that the community and organization leaders within the council will cooperate in serving youth through the Boy Scouting programs. Each of you was selected because of unique skill, experience, and characteristics. As board members and officers, you will focus on formulating and executing the plans for the growth of the Boy Scout programs in the Hiawathaland Council. This requires quality program, expanding membership opportunities, adequate finance, and unit service. Please use your talents and resources to help the Hiawathaland Council to serve an increasing number of youth with quality programs. Please raise your hand in the Scout sign and also pledge, on my honor, I will do my best. Thank you. Be seated.
At the January Executive Board retreat, we identified 2 areas that we really need to concentrate on this year, and our new DEs are certainly already helping us in that area, but it's going to be a joint effort for all of us to accomplish this. Those areas are membership increase and finances. I said I didn't want to make a comment on the annual report, but if you look at the pie chart there, you will notice that we had a shortfall in income last year. And that's not a pleasant situation to be in. We have to figure out how to overcome that. Just yesterday, I was in the barber shop, and an acquaintance of mine came in and sat down while we were waiting to get our haircut, and he said, I understand you're active with the Boy Scouts now, and you're on the executive board. And I said, yes. And he said, you know, I used to be council treasurer. He said, some time ago, and for those of you veteran Scouters, he said, Bert Boyan was president at that time, so that might give you an idea of a time frame. But then he went on to say that, you know, he said every year we just had more expenses than we had revenue. And I said, well, things haven't changed a lot there. And then he said, but then Sam Cahotis came in and just wrote us a check for the difference. And I said, well, where's Sam Cahotis today? You know, we don't have any local bankers anymore. We're in a very different era. And we're the ones that have to make up that difference now. One of the ways that we all have an opportunity to do that is through Friends of Scouting or our FOS program. And if you notice in the packet that was put in front of you today, there's a pink sheet that identifies, as I counted, about 285 FOS contributors. At this time, for those of you who are FOS contributors in the room, I'd like to ask you to stand, and we'd like to thank you for your contributions to Scouting. Could you stand, please? FOS contributors. I know FOS contributors give each of our families a very heightened pride of ownership in this great movement. Therefore, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for your contributions to Scouting. If there are no other announcements, we will call our meeting to a close, and thank you all very much for coming.